Proceeds, known online as Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. No movie review this week. I do want to see Shang-Chi. Sorry, I know it's pronounced Shang-Chi, but I've always, ever since I read the comics, way long ago, it's always been Shang-Chi, and it's going to take me a long time to get that in my head. But anyway, I do want to see that, but I don't like to go during opening weekend right now. Like, in the before times, I would have gone opening weekend to a nice big crowded theater full of fans. We would have sat there, we would have enjoyed it, and it would have been great. But I don't want to be in a crowded movie theater right now. So I'm going to go see it during matinee next week, during the day, when it will hopefully be less crowded. Although, there are only a few theaters in New York City, AMC theaters, that still seem to show 3D screenings. And the 42nd Street Theater, the theater where they have their 3D camera set up, it is a big-ass theater. So I feel like I could have gone like this afternoon, and there still would have been enough space for me to move if somebody sat down too close to me. And it probably would have been okay. But I'm still just going to go during the week just to be completely on the safe side. But I am looking forward to it, so you can look forward to seeing. I'll have some thoughts about Shang-Chi next week's episode. I also want to mention I discovered a new romance in Assassin's Creed Valhalla that was delightful. Because it was delightful because as soon as I met Villy, I was like, I like you. And so when that turned into, he's like your old childhood friend, whatever, and then there's a moment where things, take a turn, and I was very happy about that. Although I am a little concerned that I made the storyline choice to invite him back to Ravensthorpe to become part of the Raven clan and hang around us, and I'm just hoping that he doesn't run into my Baker boyfriend and compare notes. It was funny that after they did it, Eivor was like, this is just a one-off, right? And I'm just like, that was a bit cold. But at least that just means that he can come back and it's fine. He's not going to want to do it again, so it won't upset my boyfriend, I guess. I don't know. I do appreciate that Assassin's Creed Valhalla does not block off romances based on gender. It's not like Mass Effect where you can't romance certain characters unless you're a certain gender. Here, they don't care. You could play through the whole game as a woman, and you can sleep with everybody. You can play it as a man, and you can sleep with everybody. So I like that, because it means that, just like in Odyssey, I can play it as a guy, and have sex with all the guys. And I like that. So I like that. So I just, hopefully there won't be anything awkward back at camp if they run into each other. And I know there's a few more romances out there that I have not stumbled upon yet. So, looking forward to that. The main thing that I want to talk about in this episode is there was another big update to No Man's Sky. Hello Games just keeps putting out these free updates, and they're very impressive. And unfortunately, this is another one that isn't really for me. Every so often, there's one that I'm like, oh, that's really a good one, and I want to do what the update gives you, enjoy the new activities in the update. This one is not one of those. This one it puts settlements on the planets now. So it's something else to discover on a planet, which is fine, except for the fact that you seem to have to stick around, which I don't want to do. I found my first settlement when I booted up the game and tried to leave the planet and got a distress call. So I followed that distress call and it took me back down onto the planet where there was a settlement. And I spoke to a Corvax and he was like, oh dude, we're in trouble. And then these Sentinels attacked, and then I shot up the Sentinel drones, saved them, and basically they're like, oh thank goodness, we're a struggling settlement and we can't defend ourselves and blah blah blah, we're in trouble and we need a leader. And you can go to the settlement hub, and it's like, do you want to take over as leader? And I was sort of like, no, I don't think I do. Because I wanted to leave this planet anyway. I was on my way out, and you drew me back, because the game did that, just so that you you could see a settlement immediately, and you wouldn't have to, like, wait, like, days of exploring before you stumbled upon one, because that's how the game is. And I don't know if you can enjoy a settlement and get little side quests from the people without being their leader. I didn't really explore that. I wanted to get off that planet and go somewhere new. So the next settlement that I find, I'll see if I can do that. But if it's always going to be the thing where you have to become their leader, and then they'll give you things to do, and you can, like, build up your settlement and whatever, then I'm going to be like, no, thank you. Because for me, the whole point of No Man's Sky is exploring all the systems and all the planets and just seeing new things and scanning new life forms and plants and minerals and just exploring. I live out on my spaceship. I don't even have a base anymore. Well, there's a base, but it's garbage because they upgraded the base building and made it really, really complicated and overly realistic, so it stopped being fun. So I don't even have a base anymore because I just explore. So this is one of those things for those people who want, like, a story, and they want to be like, okay, I'm going to be on this planet, I'm going to take over this settlement, and we're going to do all this stuff, and, you know, it gives you all these quests and things to do. And I'm not as interested in that because it's all on that one planet. And I'm just like, that doesn't interest me. I want to go to another planet. Like, as soon as I get bored with a planet, I want to be able to leave and go somewhere else. That's what I like about No Man's Sky. So I won't be tied down. So sadly, it looks like the Foundations update isn't really one I'm going to enjoy. I only played for a little while, and then I was like, I have to go back to Ancient England, there's more people to kill. Sorry. And then one last thing before I sign off, I wanted to talk about an article I saw that made me upset because it said that Sony was not giving a free PS4 to PS5 upgrade for Horizon Forbidden West anymore. And I was like, wait, what? That's rude. Because there's still so many people who don't have PS5s. But then when my first reaction was, you know, what the hell? And then my second reaction was, well, actually, it probably doesn't matter. Because the game comes out in February. I'm not going to have a PS5 by February, I don't expect. It's been almost a year, and you still can't buy the damn thing. You can't go online or go into a store and just buy one. They just don't exist. So I don't expect I will have one by February. But then, if I can't get one by February, the odds of me getting one by, like, say, April, which would be when I might finish the game, in those few months, I'm still not going to get a PS5. So I won't need to upgrade the game. It's like Miles Morales. I never needed to upgrade that because I never got my hands on a PS5. And Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I've said, well, at least I have the free update if I can get a PS5. And I'm still not done with this game. It's taking me forever because it's huge. But I still don't have a PS5, so there's no reason to worry about the upgrade. And unfortunately, I still don't think I'm going to have one by February. So I still don't think it's going to be a big deal. But it's still rude that they changed their minds. But it turns out that after everybody got upset about it, they backpedaled and said, okay, yeah. Because they had said it was going to be one of the games with the free upgrade, they were like, okay, fine, we'll still let you upgrade for free. But going forward, if you buy a PS4 game and then somehow luck your way into a PS5 somehow, you can upgrade your game. It'll just be $10 from now on. Any future games after Forbidden West. Those will be like the new God of War and new Forza or whatever. Those will be $10, and then you can upgrade to a PS5 version. And I'm just like, that's fair. But the whole thing is a moot point because you just can't find a PS5 anywhere. And I had a friend of mine who showed me a video, a TikTok, of somebody who got a delivery from some guy, and he delivered, like, I don't even know, it didn't even look like food, it looked like a little book or something in a package, and he was like, here's your package, and the guy's like, hey, I didn't tip you on the app because I wanted to give you something special. Pull this towel off of this giant box, and he pulls it off, and it's a freaking PS5. And then he picks it up, and he's like, oh my god, this is actually, it's not an empty box, it's a real PS5. And he's like, you know, thanks for the delivery. And I'm just like, what an asshole. Like, there are people out there who want to purchase a PS5 and can't because of all the scalpers and the bots and people like you who are buying an extra PS5 to give away to somebody so you can get TikTok views. Like, come on. Anyway, that's it for this week. Come back next episode, and I'll talk about Shang-Chi and whatever else I played or saw or did or whatever. See you then. Bye!